USA, USA. Welcome into the Burger Time Show. I'm your host, Luke Weinberger. Today, we've got a lot going on. Yesterday, David Montgomery was traded. We get a little Tigers update, World Baseball Classics getting going, and maybe a little bit about the Red Wings. I mean, wearing the hat, might as well talk about them. So let's get right into it. Starting off with David Montgomery to the Texans. The Lions are receiving a 4th-round pick this year, a 7th-round pick next year, and then interior offensive lineman Juice Scruggs, who was a 2nd-round pick in 2023. He was picked 62 in that draft. And you hate to see him go. David Montgomery didn't seem too happy here in Detroit with Jahmyr Gibbs getting the majority of the action in games last year. But I think this was the right move. I think the Lions got a good haul for David Montgomery. I don't know if you'd call it a haul, but I'd say it's a pretty good trade. I mean, you get 2 picks and then interior offensive line depth. Scruggs last year didn't do too well. He played guard, but the year before that he played center and actually didn't do too bad. So he's going to be a backup center for the Lions most likely. Hey, maybe they even try him out as the starter, especially with releasing Graham Glasnow. So you never know what's going to happen with that interior offensive line. The Lions are starting to clear up some cap space in preparation for free agency and then the upcoming draft. But hey, David's going to do great in a Texans uniform. He's going to play great for the Texans. And, you know, it sucks to see him go because he had such a lethal backfield with Jahmyr Gibbs, but I think it was time to move on. Both team and player were just about ready to go. I think last year you could see David Montgomery started getting a little upset with the amount of times he was being utilized in games. I think that Giants game was just one to really note. I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs had 215 yards, a receiving touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns. So, hey, they're going to be able to pick up a running back in this draft class most likely. Maybe they sign somebody out of free agency. I have heard rumors that James Conner is going to be made available for free agency. They might cut him from Arizona. And Petzing came from Arizona, the new offensive coordinator for the Lions. So you never know. That might be another one. And James Conner is a great running back. Maybe not. He's a very good running back. So with him and Jahmyr Gibbs, I think that would be great if that ends up happening. If it doesn't, whatever. They'll probably end up taking a running back in the later rounds of the NFL draft. Let's hop right into the Tigers update and Magoo. Kevin McGonigal, and Magoo is what they like to call him on the Detroit Tigers Instagram account. I've seen probably on Twitter as well. But hey, he had 2 hits, a triple and a double, 2 runs and a walk in that 12-3 win over the Rays. The Tigers are starting to get going. They had a tie with the Blue Jays. They did lose to the Braves. But hey, it's spring training. We're still figuring it out. The lineup is just starting to get set. Guys like Riley Green and Spencer Torkelson are starting to get some more playing time. So, hey, Kevin McGonigal's making a very good statement of why he's ready to go. I don't know if he's going to be on the opening day roster. We'll see how spring training continues throughout. But, hey, he looks good. He's going to be ready at some point this year for sure. All right, let's get right back into it. The World Baseball Classic is starting. I believe games start today. I think Australia is playing Chinese Taipei. So let's talk a little bit about this. I know the juggernauts, USA and Japan, they're going to be hard to beat. Dominican Republic right there, Puerto Rico. I'm going to talk about the pool winners that I think it's going to be. I think Puerto Rico's going to win Pool A. Cuba's going to get in. Cuba, if that's technically how you're supposed to say it. In Pool B, USA, Mexico, Japan and Korea, Dominican Republic, and Venezuela. Now, can things happen in baseball? Yes, it's baseball. Things happen. Crazy stuff happens, but I do not see a way that at least the USA and Japan lose. Probably Dominican Republic, maybe Puerto Rico and Cuba could switch spots. I'm not exactly sure. But, hey, it's all speculation, and, hey, just good to see some baseball. We just ended up watching the United States come away with a gold medal in the Olympics, and now we get to watch the World Baseball Classic. So everybody gets to watch, have some fun, instead of spring training, some real baseball. It's just unfortunate that not all the big players are able to play because of insurance or because of teams or whatever. It's just unfortunate, you know. It's going to happen, is what it is, but it looks like the United States has a very good roster. I know Tarek Skubal's only going to be pitching 1 game. I think that game's going to be against Great Britain, and people are getting really on him for it, but he's pitching a singular game in the World Baseball Classic. I don't He's pitching. He's the best pitcher in the world, reigning 2-time Cy Young Award winner. I think he can pitch one game. It's going to be fine. It's not that big of a deal. I think the USA is going to be just fine. I think they're going to probably make it to the finals, probably play Japan. That's just the way I see it going. Japan and the United States are, on paper, at least the best teams in this tournament. And, hey, you never know. Hey, might as well take a second and check out the Red Wings. A 4-2 win over the Nashville Predators yesterday. That moves them to 35-20-6. Moves them into third place in the Atlantic Division, 1 point above Montreal. Hey, they're a top 10 team in the league. Didn't necessarily expect that to begin the season. I know they beat a struggling Nashville team. The Central is not doing so well this year. But, hey, very interesting. The trade deadline's coming around. I think the Red Wings can make a move. Got to go get a goal scorer, though. I think you need a first-line or a second-line guy that can score a ton of goals. Maybe a defenseman. But I think you've got the prospects and the aspects in order to do that. You know, you've got goaltenders like Trey Augustine or Kosa. Only one of them is going to be able to play at some point. So maybe you move on one of them with a trade package or something. I don't know. Maybe teams need a goaltender. I know Edmonton's always looking for a goaltender. So you never know. But I think if you go get a big defenseman and a goal scorer, I think the Red Wings can become not only playoff contenders, but can maybe win a couple playoff series. You know, I know you got to win 16 games to win the Stanley Cup. I don't think the Red Wings are there yet. I think they could maybe win opening series, first round playoff. But if you make some adjustments, make some changes, I think you could win 1 or 2, maybe even 3, make it to that Eastern Conference final. That'd be sweet. Red Wings haven't been to the playoffs and at least haven't been successful at all in quite a while. So, hey, let's make something happen. Thank you so much for tuning into the Burger Time Show. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy this content. My name is Luke Weinberger. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I'm going to be heading down to Florida for college baseball season. We've got 10 games down in Florida. So I'm probably not going to be posting a video in the next week or so. So I've got this one. I'll probably post on the Instagram account. That's the Burger Time Show on Instagram. So make sure to check that out. Follow, leave a comment, like those reels. I work really hard on that. So I'd appreciate any time that you spend checking out the reels, checking out the YouTube channel. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Burger Time Show. I'm Luke Weiberger, and that's going to do it for this week. And we will hope to see you in the next video.